Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay. I'm back on Chrissy's Make a Mess. Right now, usually you see me right away when I'm on these videos, but I was sitting on my couch at my home and I just felt like doing an art video, like tutorial kind of right now. So you'll just see this right now. I'll probably eventually show myself on camera and stuff. You might catch some of my leg or whatever in the picture as I'm sitting here. But anyways, I wanted to discuss about, so I'm doing a painting right now. I know it's kind of late right now and things, but I was just in the mood. I just got my stuff from, I ordered some stuff from the Blick Art Materials store. I think it was last week, or it might have been earlier this week. But anyways, I ordered stuff recently from there. Um, and I've been seeing this stuff numerous times for the last few years. I don't know how long it's been around for or how often other people have done it on YouTube videos, but I thought about finally getting some. So this stuff, it's the Verco Art Graph blocks. They're really neat and they're big and stuff. They come in a set like that, the earth tone set, and then this is the, I think it was called Classic Color set. So you can see I've already started using some or whatever. And you can use the colors as they are, or you can mix stuff. You can also like use different shades and stuff. Like you can lighten or darken it, like, if you want to go like a real deep color with it, or if you want to make it lighter, whichever. But I'm doing a landscape picture right now, and here it is. I'm not done with it yet, still working on it. But for the tree, I used the light brown that's there. That one. This one right here. And then for the grass, I couldn't remember when I got these, so I thought this was going to be the way it kind of looks first, or I thought maybe in this lighting or my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I thought it looked a little bit like a light olive green, but it was actually, I forgot, it was supposed to be like a yellow ochre, like a golden yellow ochre or something. So a nice color. And so I figured I could mix colors, and that's what I did. So I did that with the blue, got a nice shade of green and things. I think it looks nice. And the more yellow that yellow ochre I put in, I was getting more of like the olive like green I wanted, like a sap green and things. So I think that looks nice. I just realized though I forgot that I wanted to in this picture I keep wanting to do like, I haven't done it in a while, but sometimes I do one where I make like a water stream, like a pond, like going from here. I'll set this here. Okay, so it going like from like like a perspective type of thing. So it would have started like widening out here like this, and then further going back, it would end right there. And I forgot to do that like I wanted. So I laid the grass already down, but I could fix it, go back over that, like, I'm sure it would cover it, and then just go around with the green and stuff and things. But I was going to do, like I said, that pond, river, stream, whatever it'll be, thing of water, and then I was going to put rocks around it in the picture. I think that would look nice. And then the sky would have been really back right here because, like I said, I'm doing like perspective and things. But I do, usually in my artwork, I do a lot of, I'm not really good with self-portraits or people. I usually do a lot of animals, landscapes, and still lifes. And for still lifes anymore, I think I do a lot of like plants, florals, like flowers and stuff. Um, but it's fun, you know. But yeah, I thought these Varco these art graph blocks, I also seen people do like videos and stuff, and I thought they were, you know, these, like I said, I think they're really cool. I think they're awesome. They do pack a punch of color. um Sandy Hester is one of them that I've seen before. She's done stuff of them. There's some other people. I really like Sandy Hester's stuff. I like the materials that she uses, and I like her artwork that she does. Um, I like that it's very, like she always says, she does loose painting, and where I like a lot of that, like I like the loose painting, impressionist, abstract type of stuff and things when I'm like doing like artwork and stuff like that. Some other stuff I have here, supplies, are this stuff's cool also. Another lady I discovered this last year when I was on vacation with some of my family, and we were in Ocean City, Maryland. And I came across a lady, her name is Tracy Bautista, and her stuff is really cool. She does a lot of mixed media things, and like I think abstract and art journaling, but all kinds of artwork. But she makes the stuff all herself. But these are her pigment bars. Those are cool. They're wax based. It's almost like a mix of it's like an oil pastel and crayons and watercolor crayons, but they're like just that type of texture and stuff. But they're not water soluble though. Just meaning like, and it's like a temper paste. They're creamy, but they're not exactly like those things though, and stuff. It's way much softer, creamier than a regular crayon, but it's not as thick as an oil pastel. And things, but they're a lot of fun. And then these are her inks and stuff that she sells and things. There's like a lot of neat colors and stuff. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark right now, like, well, outside also, and like just the lighting's not very good in here. But there's a lot of different, and there's a lot of shimmering ones in there. I just got like a bunch of stuff recently. I'm waiting for more to come in. This month though, I'll be getting a lot of pigment bars. Now these are her watercolor pan sets that she has, and she usually puts them like on ceramic tiles. You can see like, and she has different sizes. Like there's ones like that size, and then she's got like these ones, these little smaller ones that you see down there. Those aren't ceramic, they're just like regular, like little watercolor thing, like little small pan. But she's, of the ceramic ones, she's got even ones that are bigger than that. Like I think they're about the size of like this tray that's here and stuff. I would love to get one of those though. And when she does her paints and stuff, her watercolors, she said that she uses it's got like a clay in it or something. I don't know if she's putting like that plaster of Paris stuff in there or something. And then that one thing that's kind of rock looking, that's one of her she hasn't done them in a while, but they're called pigment stones. They're supposed to look like rocks. That was the theme of those. And they're watercolor, they're water soluble. They will turn into watercolor. There's like one like, yeah, like that. And she makes sticks also, like watercolor sticks that are like this, and they're water based also. But yeah, her stuff is really cool, really neat. I like also how she packages her stuff up. You know, I know I'm probably saying a lot on this video and stuff. I try to make my videos good. I'm not a professional at this. I'm mostly doing my YouTube videos for fun. I'm not a professional YouTuber like the rest of those other people. Not there's anything wrong with that and stuff, you know. Um, but what was I gonna say? Just sometimes I get a little nervous and just trying to find things to talk about on here. Um, you know, I try to make these videos interesting and stuff. But yeah, I was just wanting to do like, I guess, tutorial on stuff and introduction, like just talking about, I guess, talking shop about art stuff. So I said stuff about Tracy Bautista, those art blocks. There's also this other art graph stuff. It's really cool. Um, it's watercolor graphite. It's really neat looking and stuff. You know, there's, I swear, over the last, I don't know how many years now, probably over the last 10, I think. I'm trying to think. Like, it was around the time frame, I think, where I'll just say probably the last 10, like several, like years or whatever, I've figured out so much more about art supplies, art stuff. I'm still learning, especially at the place I go to. By the way, I think I've mentioned it many times. I know people say I should not probably mention anything of where I live and stuff and things, but the place I go to, I really want to promote it because I want it to be well known and I want people to go there. So it's in downtown Canton, Ohio, and it's called Just Imagine Gallery. And we it's through the workshops and stuff and for people like with disabilities and stuff. But we sell and make things there. It's a gift gallery shop. We sell and make things and we go on outings and field trips. It's really cool there and it's a lot of fun. I've been there so far for 2 years now. I started there October 2023 and stuff. I'm trying to get this little tin open so I can show you. I think when I last did it, I think it got stuck. Man. Okay, so, alright, so like I said, it's called Art Graph. That's the same as those blocks down there and stuff. All this stuff's cool. And there's like, I've seen other stuff too, like in the Derwent, there's Derwent Inktense, blocks, pencils. I've seen the XL blocks in the Derwent stuff. And they have the XL in the Inktense blocks and extra large, the XL in the graphite sticks blocks that they have. Those are fun. Those are really cool. I have those. Not the large Inktense blocks, but I do have the smaller blocks. And I have the Inktense pencils. Those are all really cool. And those are all soluble water based, just so everybody knows. It'll instantly turn into watercolor. Now, here's this stuff that I was talking about. So it's watercolor, water soluble graphite and stuff. Just apply your wet brush onto that on the inside, and it'll start turning into like a paint or whatever and stuff. You know, I mean, it's not paint, but it's like it'll start getting all liquidy, you know, like that and stuff. You can start painting with it and things. But yeah, you can use like, you know, you can have full shrink where it's like black, or you can dilute it more and get it a lighter shade of gray or whatever. However you want to do it and stuff. But it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. You know, so. Like I said, I've learned a lot about so much stuff, materials, all the different water media, um, even not just that, like different brand names, different kind of artists. I've found stuff like, over time, like, uh, just certain things that are usually like painting, but anymore it can be like also drawing. Like, there's acrylic paint markers, oil based paint markers, there's tempera paint sticks. Just meaning stuff where it's like it can be drawing and painting. So you have all your watercolor markers, pencils, crayons, there's the oil bars paint sticks, which is like an oil pastel, but they're much bigger and they're way much creamier and stuff, messier than an oil pastel. It's basically like oil paint in a stick form. They're a lot of fun. They have a dry skin on the top of them. As soon as you peel off the dry skin on top of the stick, and start applying it to whatever surface, it instantly turns into paint and stuff. They are messy, but it's fun. And then I was trying to think like what else was like. I think that's basically it for stuff that like mixes into like watercolor. Paint and drawing in the same kind of media or whatever and stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping this is helpful to everybody. Everything I'm explaining. Not that I think people are dumb or don't know what stuff's out there, but it just sounds nice to have information on stuff, what's out there, what to use, what not to use, what works, prices, brand names, student grade, professional grade, cheap, expensive. But to me, it's all fun. It depends what you're looking for. Some people are only into certain things. Some like to mix it up. I don't mind doing student grade and professional grade, cheap, inexpensive. I like to experiment with all types of mediums and surfaces because it's just fun to experiment and try stuff out and see what works and what doesn't. And it's just neat to see what supplies are out there. And I do like stuff that is very pigmented and stuff, I was trying to think if there's anything else I could say. But I think I mentioned before one of the last videos I did with my niece, I said that we found out that I guess you have to have a certain amount of subscribers or views to be able to do live videos on YouTube. So I can't do any until if I ever get to that point of viewers or subscribers, which is kind of a bummer. But even if I can't do live videos and stuff, I'm still going to continue with the regular videos that I do. But you can always leave stuff in the comments down below if there's a comment thing or whatever and stuff, and just let me know your feedback. If you have any questions or anything you want to discuss and things. I hope this was, like I said, helps everybody out and stuff, and things.